Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be doing my April, is it April? Yeah, I don't even know what day, month, or anything it is anymore. April Boxycharm unboxing. I don't have the box with me right here because the box is outside. I didn't want to bring it in my room. That's what we're gonna be doing today. A lot has happened since my last Boxycharm unboxing. Jeez, it's been a long month. Wow, crazy right now for doing makeup in like a completely bright brand new white sweatshirt. Probably, but it's so cute. This is the Lights label crew neck and it's so comfy, so soft. I'm also wearing the I&H Brit pony. It's so cute. I love the little curl at the bottom. It's different than the Maya. The Maya is just like straight and a little bit thicker, where this one looks like just more natural. No, right? Yeah, I don't know. I never wear my hair in a ponytail to film, just because I feel like I look like an egg. I want to think of an egg right now. I've been playing Animal Crossing for like a week straight. I have no regrets at all. My entire life is now devoted to Animal Crossing. So now all I can think about is freaking eggs. So anyways, let's get into it. I feel like this one's box is actually pretty good. Just I took everything out of the box, so I have everything out here in front of me. But this month's theme is festival vibes. I'm assuming they didn't change the theme. I'm gonna start off with this palette. We have a palette in here first, and I'm really excited because I've never tried anything from this brand before, and I've actually been wanting to for years, literally years, probably since like 2015. But anyways, this is the Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette. I don't even know if this is a newer palette or if this is the one that I probably wanted for so long, but this retails for $28. Open it up. Has a little sleeve on there, and this is what the palette looks like. It looks like a chocolate bar. This is what the palette looks like. Really, really pretty. Just like neutrals and red tones, you know. I'm gonna start off with this shade called Substitute for Love. It's this like brown in here. Taking that color in the crease. Like, I kind of messed it up a little bit because that brush was still wet. So it's a little messed up right here, but it's okay. It won't be noticeable afterwards. The color's actually really nice. It's actually a lot warmer than it looks in the pan. I remember like back in the day, like so many people used Zoeva palettes, and there was one specific palette that I really wanted, and I can't remember for the life of me like what palette it was, but I wanted it so bad and I never picked it up, and then I just feel like I kind of forgot about it. I'm gonna go in with Freshly Toasted. It's this shade down here. I'm just taking that on the same brush, and I'm just gonna put that. Oh, it's more brown than I thought. It looks a little like almost kind of mauve-y a little bit, but it's definitely more brown. That on the outer corner. These shadows are nice, like they're blending out nicely and stuff, so I'm very impressed. 28 bucks is not bad for a palette, you know? I feel like so many products nowadays, like just in general, are either so expensive, or I think I'm just used to like ColourPop pricing that like everything to me is so expensive, but I feel like $28 for like a full palette is not that bad, because I know that some littler palettes, I want to say like Fenty specifically too, like their little snap shadow palettes, I think those are also 28 or something like that, which I feel like is a little bit more on the pricier side for the size, but like this is like a decent size, you know? I'm gonna go with Beans Are White, this shade right here. Just gonna take a little bit of that on the outer edge over here and just kind of smoke that out. I just love doing this kind of like eye technique. I've been doing it for like the last, I don't even know, like maybe 6 months. I'm sure you guys can tell if you guys watch like my tutorials, but I just kind of do this little smoky outer corner thing, and I just love the way it looks like that. It just adds so much smokiness to it, but not super intense, you know? It's just like a little something. It's also good if you're like me and you don't like wearing liner. It just adds a little something to the lash line. I take whatever's left and kind of put that on the outer corner, like so. I'm gonna go in with Pure Ganache, which is this shade. So pretty. Ooh, okay, let's see. Oh my god, that is literally so pretty. Such a pretty gold. It's not too like yellow, but it's not too bronzy. It's like a really nice gold. It'll probably look pretty wet too. Let me see. I'm gonna wet a little bit of it. Oh yeah, that's nice. Applying shimmers first with my finger, because it kind of just makes it almost a little bit more subtle first, and it kind of blends into the other shadows easier than like if you just go in straight with it wet and it comes a little bit more metallic. I just feel like doing those two steps with shimmers just make it look a lot more seamless. I go back with Freshly Toasted and just kind of blend everything together. Intensify that darker shade right here. Really pretty. I really like these shades. And they're really easy to work with, so. Kind of want to take a little bit of Warm Notes. It's the more burgundy shade in here. And I'm going to take a little bit on my finger and kind of tap some off. And I'm just going to put that like right in the center right here. Just to add like a little something. A little bit more of the red tone, but it's not super intense. Now that I have the eyes done, I really like that palette. I think it's really pretty. The next thing we're going to go into is the skin. This is the Benefit Professional Hydrate Primer. This is new, I think, because I just got this in PR. But I don't know what happened to it, so I'm just going to open this one. This is a hydrating one. I have tried the regular Professional. It doesn't really work for my skin, but I do like to use that on clients with a little bit of somebody that has larger pores. So I do think it is good. It just doesn't work for my skin type specifically. So I'm excited to try this Hydrate one because my skin is so extremely dry right now. It retails for $32. It's a little thick. Oh, it's really thick. It kind of has that normal Professional feeling, like where it's a little bit thicker and a little silicone-y. I'm assuming that because it still is a Professional product, it's still pore filling. It says, yeah, to minimize the look of pores. So I'm just going to keep that in this area because my pores actually do look a little clogged and large right now. I really don't know what's going on with my skin. But I'm also going to take a little bit of my ColourPop primer because I didn't put that other primer everywhere. So can't really tell if it did much for my pores, and it doesn't really feel super hydrating. Like now that I put my ColourPop one on, it feels more my skin feels more hydrated, and that's obviously because that primer, I love it. It's super good for dry skin. This Professional one, I don't know, it doesn't feel super hydrating. It just feels like a more hydrating version of the Professional, which is that's what it is, if that makes sense. But it doesn't really feel like my skin is hydrated. It's just not as like matte and like all the oil sucked out of my skin like with the Professional. So I don't know, we'll see if it makes a difference with my foundation. I'm going to be using the normal foundation I always use. But okay, so the next product we have, I already wet this. These are some sponges. This is the Hank & Henry Beauty Sponges. These retail for $20, and you guys, this sponge is massive. Look at how big this sponge is. I don't think it looks that big on like camera, but we have two of them in here. Like, look at like the size comparison. This thing is literally like the size of my face. It says it's specifically designed to be versatile all over sponges for liquid and cream application. Can we use wet for a sheer application or dry for fuller coverage? I wouldn't use a sponge dry. But I love Henry, so I'm excited to get some more Hank & Henry products in here. I guess this is an exclusive twin pack for Boxycharm, so we're going to use the giant sponge. It is really big. So let's just take some, I don't even know, I guess I'm going to apply it like that. So I'm just using my typical Lancome Tawny Dual foundation. You know, I will say that did cover this entire half of my face pretty fast. Do you feel like this kind of soaked up a lot of product? The amount that I just put on my hand is usually the amount that I use for my entire face. So I do feel like it soaked up a little bit. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit more. I do like the sponge, even though it is more on the bigger side. I feel like it applied my foundation really nicely. Like, my foundation looks really nice. I feel like that might also be the primer too. Not gonna lie, this area of my skin actually looks pretty nice where I put that Benefit primer down. And the way my skin's been looking lately, it has not been looking like that, trust me. I don't know what's been going on with my skin. A lot of people said that they've also been struggling with their skin too. I don't know if it's just us being like inside recycled air or something like in the house, but my skin is awful right now. I don't think my skin has ever been this bad. It's not really breaking out, but it's just like the texture and how gross my skin feels every single day. It's the worst. My skin actually looks really, really good where I put that Benefit primer down. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little shook because I really don't like the Professional. It's not one of my favorite things for myself, but this one actually looks pretty good. I feel like this area looks more like smooth and flawless, and the rest of my foundation actually is really nice applied with this sponge. So far so good. I actually think the primer was something that I was not expecting to like. So I also really like the sponge. I think even though it did soak up a little bit more product, I think it applied everything super easily, very evenly. I didn't have any like, you know when you have like a sponge and sometimes it'll pick up product in other places. I didn't really have like any specific, like I didn't really notice anything wrong with my foundation. I think it actually looks pretty nice. Try this little tiny one for concealer. This is just my Kylie concealer. Concealer has also not been my friend lately. Every time I put concealer on, it looks horrendous. So let's see. I'm not gonna judge the sponge if it looks like that because it's probably my skin. These are like little, what, not triangles, like pyramid shaped. So it gets like right up in here. You know what? I don't know if I'm just having a good skin day or if it's the sponges, but my concealer blended out really nicely today, which has not been the case for the last couple weeks. So that's really good. I'm actually pretty impressed with that. I do like the size of it too. I think it's a very unique shape. It does get up in that little corner, but it is a little bit easier to hold too because it does have these flatter sides on it because it is like a more pyramid shape, whereas like sometimes I struggle holding the more rounded ones because I'm just like, I don't know, it's harder to hold, but I feel like it's really easy to hold in the hand and it gets right up in that like inner corner. I'm actually really happy with everything today. I was a little scared because my makeup has like not been going on good at all lately. So I haven't even wanted to like put makeup on either just because I feel like my skin has looked really bad. I went ahead and just kind of finished up the rest of my makeup. I did my lower lash line really quick. I just put the same shades that I put on the top. Put some blush, bronzer, highlight on. So we're gonna move on to lashes. These are from Baddington Lashes. If I'm not mistaken, I think we have gotten lashes from this brand before. I did not like the ones last time, but these retail for $31. That's expensive. That's more than like Lily lashes. These are 3D silk lashes. They do come with a little mini glue. This is what they look like. Do I think they're worth $31? No. I don't think any lash is really worth $31. The most expensive ones that I have are Huda Beauty. I don't even think they're that much. And even then, like, they're really wispy though. They're really pretty. I just think that $31 is ridiculous for lashes. No matter what. Like, I will not pay that much. I'm glad they're in the box because the box is cheaper than the lashes, but still I would never pay that much for lashes. But they are pretty, so let me see. I'm just gonna kind of test it out, see if I like the way it looks on my eye. Hope that these look good. I don't know, they're kind of weird. They're like really thick at the band, but it doesn't look like the band is thick, but it just looks like there's a lot of like the little knots at the root of it, so it kind of looks thicker. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't know if I really like this style that much. I like something a little bit more like wisped out, but I don't know. I haven't even put them on yet. I'm over here dragging them. So let me see. I'm just going to put these on. They're pretty. They're not like my favorite style ever. It doesn't feel thick, but I can see the band like super easily. So I do have to wear like a liner with this. If not, like it is pretty obvious that like where the band starts and stops, you know. But they are pretty. Like they're nice and fluffy. I mean, they're pretty. They do give a lot of like drama to the eyes. Again, I like a more like simpler, natural, wispy lash more than like a more fluffier, thicker lash like this. Well, I tried to do like a little thin line to cover up the band and somehow I ended up with the world's thickest liner. So that's great. I messed up my liner and that's what happened. So move on to the last product, which is probably my second thing that I was most excited for. This is the Dose of Colors Limpets Satin Lipstick. These retail for $17. Got the shade Mochi. I didn't even look at the shade. Maybe I'm not that excited anymore because this looks like a really light pink. Oh, yeah, no. That is not going to work for this look or just me in general. I think I'm just going to give this away because I know I will never wear a lipstick this color. It's like a baby pink. I'm so sad. I wanted this lipstick so bad. Like I wanted to try the Dose of Colors lipsticks and yeah, I know I'll never use that. I don't want to use it if I could go with somebody else, you know. Maybe I can give it to like my mom or like one of my friends or something. Grabbed a lipstick. This is the Huda First Kiss lipstick. I've talked about these before, but the Huda lipsticks are my favorite lipstick formula ever. Let me see how this color looks. I want something a little bit more brown. This is a little bit more pinky. We're gonna go in with a dark lipstick. This is Game Night. It's like a darker, cool tone brown. If you guys have never used the Huda Beauty lipsticks, they are by far the best, I'm over here looking crazy, but the best matte lipstick formula of all time. Oh, this is a look I love. This against like the white sweatshirt, and it's just like all brown and like my hair. Wow, I'm feeling myself today. Okay, that is everything in this month's box. Let me add everything up. This month's box was worth $128. Not bad. I actually really liked this month's box. I would say I liked a majority of everything. The thing I didn't like was the color of the Dose of Colors lipstick, not so much the lipstick itself. I thought overall it was a very, very good box. A lot of good brands in here. Zoeva, Dose, Benefit, Hank and Henry, and this lash brand. But even though like I still think that the lashes are expensive, you're not paying that much, so it's not that bad. And these are actually pretty nice lashes. I do really like them. They are, it's not something I normally would go for, but I do like them. I think they're really pretty. So overall, I think my favorite thing in the box is going to be the palette. I really like this palette. I can definitely see myself using it a lot. I like the colors in here. I thought everything blended out really easily. The shimmers are really pretty. It's just a really nice everyday palette, and I love that they put this one in the box because I feel like a lot of different people can use that palette. If you're somebody who likes more like smoky, more neutral, it doesn't really matter. The thing I was most surprised that I liked was the Benefit primer. I think my skin looks so good today, and my skin has not, I cannot stress enough, not been looking good at all with makeup. Like, it has just been a complete disaster every time I put my makeup on. So this is like the first time I felt like my skin looked okay, and I'm gonna assume that that is from the primer because I didn't use any other new products other than like the sponge for my face and stuff. But I don't think the sponge would make my skin look like that, you know. Although I do like the sponge, I think it blended my foundation out really nicely, very fast because it is so big. I think between the two, I liked the little concealer one more. I just like the shape of it. I feel like it's really easy to hold in the hand, more so than like some other little concealer sponges. So I really like that one. Both of those were really good though. That's pretty much everything. I wish I could have used the lipstick, but I just didn't want to use it and then have to give it away, you know, like waste it when I could just give someone a brand new one, you know. If you guys like this lip color, again, this is the Huda Beauty Game Night lipstick. It's one of my favorite. This is actually one of my favorite colors. I love this lipstick so much. And as always, if you guys want to sign up for Boxycharm, I will put that link for you guys down below. It is an affiliate link, so I do get a small little commission from it, but you guys don't have to use the commission link. You guys can just go to boxycharm.com and sign up for yourself. I don't remember if I mentioned it, but the box is $25, so you do get all of this stuff for $25 a month, and you do get, like today was worth $128. Last month was really good. Last month was worth a lot, and I was like one of my favorite boxes in a really long time. So they've been really stepping up their game lately. I always, if you guys don't actually subscribe to Boxycharm, I try to link everything that I use down below just in case you guys are interested in the stuff that I tried today, but don't get the box, you know. But I will also link those products down below for you guys as well. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did like this video, then make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in my next video.